Hi there, I'm Dave Levine. Welcome to the Sports Stories podcast series 4 review. It's really great to have you with me. We've had some fantastic guests over the last 10 weeks from a variety of backgrounds, all involved in some way or another with sport. I hope you've really enjoyed it and I hope you've got a lot out of it. And my hope is today to really continue on that journey by just reviewing and giving you the opportunity to reflect on the past 10 weeks or so, possibly even going back to some of the previous podcast episodes, listening to them again, or maybe even taking something which you hadn't spotted before. So by way of doing this, what I'm looking to do is just to bring together a short slide deck, really, just of some gentle music. But on top of the gentle music, I'm going to identify the guests that I've had on the show so far. And also I want to pull out just a quote or a saying or a phrase or a comment which they've shared, which I found really insightful or illustrative of who they are and what they're about. And also pose one of the questions that have risen for me, which I'd like to pose to you to consider. And by way of just thinking about the guest, the comments, and also the question, I hope you take that as an opportunity for you to really reflect and also take an additional bit of gold or an additional learning gem away from the series itself. So sit back, enjoy. You might take a pen out, you might want to jot a few notes down, might want to close your eyes. I don't know how you best reflect, but I think this is a real opportunity to gain the gems, which you often don't get from just listening into something. So here we go. The slides will be 10 or 15 seconds each. So if they don't move on and you get a little bit fed up, stick with it, because actually that's where the gold will come out, and enjoy. And what I'll do is I'll come back to you with a little bit more detail once we've gone through the slides themselves. So over to the slides. Great. So I hope you found the recap really helpful and really useful. Possibly even took you back to the conversations themselves. It might have even jogged your memory a little bit to sort of think, oh, wow, I had forgotten about that, or wow, I hadn't even considered that before. So I really hope the recap has been both enjoyable, but more importantly, really useful to you. In terms of how we might move forward, I really believe that, what the podcasts offer is some really great insights, some great stories, some stories that have never been told before, bits of inspiration. But actually, if we need to translate the inspiration and the information and education into something actionable. So taking action is really key here. And what I'd like you to do is to consider what action you're going to take based on the review or your listening in. Okay, because I would like you to take even small steps towards your desired goal so you can really reap the rewards and the benefits of that. Couple of actions you might wish to take. One might be to, as I say, go back and listen over some of the previous episodes, listen to them again. I often find when I go back and listen, I hear things I missed before, or something jumps out that's new, or actually reaffirms and cements it in my thinking. Alternatively, and in addition to, again, you might wish to go and download the free resource which I've got, which is called the Brilliant Basics. And I've pulled out the 10 basic skills and behaviors which I really believe can help you maximize your impact, whether you're a parent, a teacher, coach, a leader, or an athlete. Whether you use it at home or whether you use it at work, there's some 10 really key basic skills, which, following on from a philosophy of many of the guests, that if you actually go back to the basics and do them really well and with intent and with purpose, then you can really make a difference. So consider downloading the free resource. In that resource as well, there's loads of good book recommendations. There's also some access to 4 or 5 key diagnostic tools which you can use, which are also free to access. So go onto the website. The website is www.sportsstories247.com. You can download the resource through there, but again, I'll also make sure there's a link in the notes below for you to download the free resource. So listen to the backlog, maybe look at some of the reviews from the previous series, download the free resource. And lastly, I'd like you to consider, who helps you on your journey? Who helps you reflect and dig a little bit deeper? Maybe answering some of the questions that were posed earlier. A coach or a mentor might be somebody you might consider. And what I'd like to just bring to your attention is the Sports Stories coaching and mentoring offer. We have a fantastic array of great individuals with experience in sport and out sport, but all really skilled in helping individuals in their learning and their development. So please, once again, have a look on the website if you're interested in that. Contact me, Dave Levine, and I'll help you out to identify a coach or a mentor. And then you can possibly follow on the journey of many of our guests who have really engaged with others to help them improve what they do and maximize their impact. And lastly, all it leaves me to say is, have a good couple of weeks. We're having a break now until Series 5 comes together. But in the meantime, I'm pulling together another array of fantastic guests, which I'm pretty sure will add a great inspiration, education, and indeed transformation again in Series 5. So stick around, follow us on the social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, Facebook. Please engage, leave comments, leave reviews, let us know how you're getting on. But more importantly, if you've got any successes and or challenges, let us know. And hopefully we can help you out there and you can be part of the Sports Stories community. So from me, Dave Levine, have a good couple of weeks, and I really look forward to being with you for Series 5 of the Sports Stories podcast.